Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Bitcoin, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what I would expect to happen next. Now as I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Now, if you have not yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. And of course, if you're looking for a little bit more from the crypto space, why not check out the Patreon services as well? We do a lot more for our Patreon members, so check that out in the description below. Okay, guys, let's get on into this, right? So we were looking at this yesterday. And we were looking at the 5-wave move up, and that was kind of over here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we had that kind of 5-wave move up. Now that's a really rare 5th wave. So you know it is one of those scenarios where that's possible, but it's also possible that this is just a giant ABC move. Then we were looking at this move coming down here that's currently in a 5-wave structure. The 4th wave is actually quite high here, but what we'll do is we'll just measure out this distance right now so we can get a good idea as to where this is actually going. Okay, so we've just gone past the the 382 area, right, of the standard kind of 4th wave kind of retracement. Just going up a little bit higher here, but not too bad. Now, if we just zoom in on this for a second, we can of course see a couple of really interesting moves. We've got this high point and this low point. Move this over to there, and we can see that we've just come and have rested on the 1-to-1 ratio, just wicking a little bit higher and a little bit short of the 1.236. Okay, right up here. So what we could do is we could say that this is our correction of our 4th wave with an A, B, and C, just like this, and we need to pull back down. Okay, and then we need to start the 5th wave drop towards our low targets. Now those low targets would have changed a little bit since yesterday's video, so let me just go ahead and just refine those. What we'll do is we'll remove these and we'll just grab this and pull this in, and then I'll just give you the updated target. Basically, the higher that the 4th wave goes, the lower the 5th wave goes. Okay, so we are talking about a 28,474 to 28,982. Okay, so that's kind of the level. Now, up here we've got the invalidation. The invalidation line basically is set up here at 31,371. If the price moves above this level, then this is not an E5-wave structure. Instead, this is just an ABC structure. Okay, and we're getting the reversal. This would then actually pull into question whether or not this is a zigzag pattern going up higher. Okay, which will be the most likely scenario. You wouldn't normally expect to see this 5-wave pattern in isolation, or a 3-wave pattern here with a 5-wave pattern this side, without first of all kind of seeing another 5-wave pattern afterwards. So I'd look at this as a giant zigzag pattern at that stage, and we would be talking about moving higher than our original $33,000 target. Okay, now if we were to drop down lower, however, than down here, okay, and that being $28,019, then essentially, yeah, we are in a downward move from that point, and we should acknowledge that this is a potential 5-wave move, and we'll have a zigzag at least coming on the way down. So really key areas that we want to be watching out for are 31,371, move up higher than that, and then we are actually progressively moving up significantly higher. And if we are looking down and we actually cross this $28,019 range, then we are, of course, talking about starting our move towards our $22,000 target. Okay, so a couple of things that are going on here, and right now is at a critical point. Now, if we bring the stochastic RSI into play, you can see that actually we're doing a pretty reasonable job of correcting it. And that's actually indicating to us that this is probably not a 5-wave move. It's probably just an ABC, and now we're starting our journey up, and we'll probably end up with a zigzag. Okay, so we should be very, very cautious that the fact that this is corrected really, really well. Okay, it won't be long and we'll be down in the oversold area. The same thing for the 4-hourly. It's getting a little bit of, let's just say the momentum wasn't there to push the price down. Massively. Basically, we went really fast from overbought to oversold, and now we have to basically work our way back up into the overbought area, potentially before pulling back down. We don't have to. We can see over here, for example, that we actually managed to pull down quite significantly without this. But essentially, we've got the 8-hourly also corrected all the way down here as well. So the daily is also taking a little bit of a pullback here. So this is indicating a little bit more room to the upside to be had potentially, or it could just be the start of our downward move. But again, those two key areas I just spoke about are going to be what helps us identify that. So we should be really, really cautious at that point. And let me see if I've got anything else on here worth actually bringing in. I'm going to remove that one, and what I will do is I'll just grab hold of another indicator. I'll put the Bollinger Bands on here, and these could be a really good indication as well. So yeah, we could potentially be looking at pulling back down towards the lower band at this rate, or maybe a little bit lower. We basically have been hugging the upper band here for a bit, so even that's going to be a little bit cautious. That we should provide us a little bit of caution, just with the progression to the upside, knowing that we're coming to the 1-to-1 ratio of the ABC. Chances are we're probably going to pull back down a little bit here as we look to correct, and if we actually bounce from this lower band, then we might actually progress on up, and we might get very, very close to our invalidation. If we hit the $31,371, go higher than that, then essentially, yeah, we probably want to be looking progressively, higher on the charts. Okay, so we should be very, very cautious until we get confirmation of either direction. Now, if this is the case, and we were to take this high point and then take this low point, move it over to our current low, our high target then becomes 33,800. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take this line and I'm going to move it up here, and I'm going to mark this up as well. Okay, so $38,877. Okay, and I'll just mark that up on here at the coordinates, so we get that $77. Okay, so that becomes our kind of target for a potential zigzag move. Okay, so only under a zigzag would this particular thing play out. Okay, and that would actually mark then the C wave high on a macro scale. Okay, so that's this entire move here. So it's possible this has finished it with a 335 structure, but it's also possible that it's just a 333, and basically you end up with a zigzag pattern right in here, taking us towards 33,800. Okay. So there's a lot of numbers here to kind of think about, lots of things to kind of keep an eye on, but essentially Bitcoin is in this place right now where it can go in either direction. So trading, with caution. I think there's some small pumps, some small percentage points to kind of get here and there, but for the most part, we want to really wait and to see whether or not we invalidate the 5-wave structure, or whether we get confirmation of a 5-wave structure. Or by finishing the 5th wave totally, and then having some kind of 3-wave move and then another 5-wave move down, or we move up, invalidate that, and then our target becomes 33,800 before we actually have a major pullback again. What we're talking about here, guys, is we've either finished our corrective move, or we haven't finished our correction to the upside, and then we pull back down in a correction afterwards. Okay, or we've started the correction down. Right? Those are the two options. So right now we're waiting to find out whether or not we've actually finished our upward corrective move, or whether or not we've started the downward corrective move. Okay, I'm still confident that there is a move to the downside to be had. The bottom has not come in yet, in my opinion. And what we're waiting for here is basically to get confirmation of the move. Okay, so keep an eye on that. I'm going to call the video there. If you found this useful and informative, hit a like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.